gone for a test drive in a Kia Soul EV, and we just thought we'd give it a try. We've got it for a couple of hours. James picked it up and I've just finished work and we're just going off for a bit of a drive in it. And I have to say, it's very nice. It's got a 86 mile range technically on the battery, but James has already done 30 miles in it and it's still on, well, it's still on 66%, and it's on, what's the available range, 46, so that's about right actually.
Usually 66% would give us further than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's very nice. It's a very nice car. It was really warm when I got in it, and I have to say it's toasty. James says that he thinks it's warmer than the Leaf and it's warmed up quicker. The heated seats are amazing, and but they are material, so whether that makes a difference I don't know, because that's a leather.
That's a material.
Yeah, okay, that's a material, but they're not leather.
They are made of something.
They are made of something. So, and it's got this quite cool thing where you can just have the heat just on the driver's side. So if your passenger's a bit hot, you can change it so it's just on you while you're driving.
One thing that is quite apparent with this car is the handling in comparison to the Leaf. Kate drives a Leaf predominantly, and she's been driving for about 20 minutes now, and she just said, with no prompting, this car handles a lot better than the Leaf does. She said it goes around corners and it's a lot more planted.
It's much tighter. If that's the right word.
Tighter.
It is.
It's a lot tighter. Yeah, it's certainly got a few very good points that I would make me and probably Kate choose this over the Leaf. But like I say, we're not swapping it for the Leaf. We're waiting out for a car with a bigger battery, hopefully a Tesla Model 3. And the rumour of the Chevy Bolt, if the Chevy Bolt came, you know, that could be a contender. It's definitely possible. The other thing that's good about the Kia is the reversing camera. It's got a bigger screen, and it seems to just have a wider angle, a little bit more clarity. So we think that's slightly better than the Leaf as well. Don't get me wrong, we're not sitting here trying to pick holes in the Leaf. We absolutely love the Leaf. There's, you know, nothing can detract from that. It's the best car that we've ever owned, and we've done a lot of miles in it and we love it. However,
we're open to
yeah,
ideas.
You know, we know that there are other cars out there who, I know there's going to be Leaf owners watching this going, no, the Leaf is the best thing since sliced bread, and I think it is. However, this car is definitely worth a test drive if you were looking for a second car, or maybe
it was your first EV,
or you were looking to buy a Leaf. Try this one. Certainly worth a look, and because you've got a higher range, it also just feels a little bit warmer.
It's smooth as well to drive, really smooth.
Yeah.
There is one thing that's quite annoying, and that is the reflection in the windscreen from the dashboard. There's a line across the windscreen where it's reflecting, and it's quite distracting actually when you're driving. But that's yeah, and that's similar to the Zoe though, isn't it? It used to be anyway.
Oh yeah.
It's been a long time since you've test driven the Zoe, but
the original Zoe that came out, yeah, they've changed that now. They put a black dashboard in, or
yeah.
the top of the dash is black, but yeah, it's definitely there. It's definitely there. We'll get a picture of that actually
before it goes dark.
We're just gonna pull over into Shenton train station and take some pictures.
we've just been driving it around for a little bit, and I think we're going to head over to Leicester Forest East Services and charge it. And I know it's going to be very similar to the Leaf. I don't think we're going to learn anything new, but we just thought that's what we'd do, because it's giving it a bit of a drive as well. We might come back down the motorway, because you noticed, didn't you, that on the motorway it actually held its range a lot better.
One thing we noticed about the Leaf is when you get on the motorway, the range does just drop off it unless you keep it at about 60 miles an hour, and then it sort of holds it there or thereabouts. The Kia, I set it at 70 miles an hour and it was going down 1 mile per percent. You've still got 50% on the battery now, and it's saying 34 miles. But I'm really confident that actually we could probably get 50 miles out of that. And so far we've done about combined about 55 miles. So it's certainly. And even if that was the true reading, that would still be 50s. That would still be 90 miles. But I feel it will do more than that. I do. Hello, we have just stopped at Leicester Forest East and we've plugged it in, and it charges faster than the Leaf.
Does it?
It does, yeah, but it's got a 30 kilowatt hour battery, so it's got a bigger capacity. So, but we knew that, and like the Leaf, you can turn it on and you can have the heater going and all your gubbins turned on, so you can keep nice and warm. I think there's some EVs out there that actually, when it's charging, you can't turn anything on.
Isn't that the Zoe?
I don't know if it's the Zoe. I'm not sure.
I just remember that guy. There was one guy we met here actually in a Zoe, and he had an electric blanket with him that he could plug into his.
That's right. Well, it was here.
Yeah,
it was here. Yeah, it was here. Yeah, and he had a Zoe, and I think, I don't know whether that's changed now, but yeah, he couldn't turn the heater on or anything while he was charging, and he got a blanket to put over his legs. Bless him. But it's nice and warm in here, nice and toasty. Heated seats are on. Well, mine is. And it's quite a pleasant place to be, I've got to say. It is nice, plenty of room, plenty of space.
Yeah,
in fact, I'm going to
nice.
get in the back and see what the room's like in the back.
James is getting in the back.
So, the floor's quite high.
Is it?
Yeah, the floor is quite high. I've got, I'm 5'10", but I've got a big, long back and neck. So I probably sit higher than most people, but I've got plenty of headroom in the back.
I think actually there's less leg room.
I've got my seat quite far back as well though. If I sit your side, loads of leg room.
Okay.
Yeah, loads of space.
It is really nice. You know, the dash is really nice. The display is really nice. It's a nice looking car inside, isn't it?
It is.
Charged the Kia, and it was really quick actually. It got to 80% in not very long at all. What was it, about 20 minutes?
Yeah, a little bit less, I think.
It was a lot faster than the Leaf, I'm afraid, but it was. And yeah, so now we're just heading back towards Hinckley, and we're going to take it back. The seats in the Kia are much comfier than the Leaf. I drive the
a nippy car, and like we said, going back to our first time when we went for the Leaf, if this had been available, then we probably would have gone for this, to be honest.
Yeah, it's smaller as well,
Yeah.
outer measurements, would you say?
Do you think? Do you mean like it's shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly, but it'll fit on the drive.
Yeah.
The other thing is, it takes the same charging sockets, the J11 or the J122 or whatever, the Jizz plug or whatever people call it. Yes, it's all pretty standard. I'm gonna be sad to give it back, to be honest. I'd rather keep it.
But we're test driving other things, possibly.
Yeah.
We're test driving the Tesla Model S, aren't we, next month?
Yeah, so that is quite quick.
It
That's
is quick.